this generation has a really big problem with apologizing. This generation has a huge issue with just being vulnerable and saying I'm sorry. I've come across two types of people in my life. That one person who is the person who doesn't apologize at all. Then you have the second person who apologizes and never means it. The first person, that friend who is always doing something. At the end of the day, they'll be like, why are you so dramatic? I don't understand why you're upset. It wasn't that serious. I wouldn't be upset if you didn't do what you did. And you're just like, you'll be okay. No, that's not how it goes. People like this are the type of people who always feel like they're right. People who always feel like they don't need to apologize because they didn't do anything wrong. And I get it. Sometimes you honestly do feel like that. But if I tell you that you hurt me, you don't get to decide that you didn't. Or I don't understand why our pride from our generation is so damn heavy that we can't allow ourselves to be vulnerable for a hot 3 seconds. All you gotta do is say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I don't even think that was 3 seconds. I think that was more like 2. But anyways. Then you have the second type of person who apologizes and then goes around and does the same shit that they just apologized for. If you were going to keep doing the same thing that you apologize for, why apologize? It's when you're I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep doing the same thing. It's like, you'll get over it. Pretty much like being the first person is just like, you'll be okay. Apologizing for the same thing is the quickest way to lose and damage friendships. Apologizing is supposed to say, you know what, I hurt you. I don't want to hurt you again because you're my friend, you're my partner, whatever the case may be. And I respect you as a human being enough to not do whatever I did to you again so that I won't do this to someone else. But if you're going to keep doing it, then what's the point of us even being in a relationship or a friendship? Let them go. Now, I know there are some of you in this world who are just like, well, what about the people who actually do like to apologize? Y'all are great people. It's people like you that are in this world that make this world a better place. This is for the people who are receiving the apology. When somebody apologizes to you, you have 2 options. You can either accept it or you can decline it. Accepting it means, you know what? You screwed up. Hell yeah, you screwed up. I'm gonna let you know that you screwed up, but I'm gonna get over it because I accept your apology. Declining it means, you know what? You screwed up. I'm not over it yet. And now, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna sulk on it. Maybe I decide we don't wanna be friends anymore. Maybe I decide we don't wanna be in a relationship anymore. Whatever the case may be, you have the right to decide that you don't wanna be in a relationship or a friendship anymore. But if you do accept it, you can't be like, remember that time you hurt me? Because I'll be damned if you like, oh, remember that time back in 8th grade where you stole my last Bubblicious bubble gum? And I'm gonna be like, that was in 8th grade. I bought you a new pack. Let's move on. You can't be like, oh, remember that time that you hurt me if I already apologized, because that means that you're not over it. So you should have never accepted my apology to begin with. Bringing you back to the place just means that you're not over it, which only means that we still have issues in our friendship or our relationship. All in all, apologies aren't meant to be something that they aren't. Apology is an apology. I'm sorry means I'm sorry. I'm sorry means that I don't want to hurt you again. So let it be what it is. We, as a people, have to put our pride aside and understand that apologies don't make us weak. Apologies don't make us vulnerable. It can for all of 3 seconds. All that time that you're saying, I ain't do nothing wrong, could have apologized. We could have had an adult conversation and the conversation could have been done, had, situated, and it could be dead. But that pride that you have, that pride in your chest, that's what's making you feel vulnerable. That's what's making you feel uncomfortable about the apology. Because 9 times out of 10, it's never that deep. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. You don't have to forget that this person hurt you. But forgiveness is something that we also need to learn in this generation. Even me, myself. Now that I've got that off my chest, so be on the lookout for definitely more episodes coming through. If any of you have any suggestions about topics that you want to hear me sound off on, definitely leave them in the comments below. If you follow me on any of my various social network sites, definitely let me know on those. We got some dope content coming to you all, so be on the lookout for that. But until next time, it's your boy Eric, and I'm ending this rant.